You are standing in your room right now, feet flat on the floor, completely still. You feel normal, safe. But here is the truth. The only reason you are not sliding across the room at this very second is because the floor is gripping your feet. That grip has a name, friction, and it just disappeared. Level 1, the infinite slide. You take one step, and you don't stop. Your foot shoots forward like you stepped on ice, but this isn't ice. This is your bedroom floor, your kitchen tiles, the pavement outside your house. Every surface, gone frictionless, all at once. You grab the wall, your hand slides straight down it. You grab the door handle, it spins uselessly in your palm, and your body keeps moving. You are now a human air hockey puck, bouncing off walls, spinning in corners, unable to stop, unable to grip anything. Your shoelaces come undone, not because someone pulled them, because the knot itself, held together by friction between the threads, has nothing left to hold on to. Your shirt begins to slide off your shoulder. The laws that kept everything in place just quit. The science here is real. Friction is not just a force that slows things down. It is the force that holds structure together. Every knot, every grip, every stitch in your clothes depends on surfaces resisting each other. Remove friction, and nothing holds shape. Level 2, the highway massacre. 10 minutes in. Outside, the roads become killing fields. Every car that was moving is still moving. The driver hits the brakes. Nothing happens. The brake pads press against the rotors, but with zero friction between them, the rotors keep spinning. The car does not slow down, it does not turn, it cannot stop. Imagine the main road in Lahore, cars packed bumper to bumper. Now imagine every single one of them is a billiard ball launched at full speed with nothing to stop it. They collide, they spin, they slam into dividers, walls, pedestrians. A truck going 80 kilometers per hour on the motorway has no brake, no grip, no control. It hits a divider, bounces, keeps sliding. There is no friction to convert its speed into heat and stop it. The kinetic energy has nowhere to go. This is real physics. Braking works because of friction between brake pads and wheels and between tires and road. Formula One engineers spend millions perfecting this friction. Without it, even at 10 kilometers per hour, you cannot stop a moving vehicle. Speed becomes a death sentence with no exit.
Level 3, the industrial collapse. 1 hour in, every factory on Earth shuts down. Not because of a power cut, because of physics. Industrial machines use belts, rubber belts wrapped around spinning wheels to transfer power. Those belts work because friction holds them to the wheel. Without friction, the belt slips. The wheel spins, the machine produces nothing. Engines overheat. Pistons that normally grip cylinder walls now slide without resistance. The controlled explosion inside the engine has no friction to work against. Combustion becomes uncontrolled. Engines seize, overheat, and rupture. But here is the part no one sees coming. The mountains begin to move. The soil on every hillside, held in place by friction between particles, begins to slide. Not slowly, fast. Massive landslides erupt across every slope on Earth. The Himalayas, the Karakoram, every hill outside every city. Millions of tons of rock and mud moving with nothing to stop them. Soil stability, geological structure, even the shape of mountains depends on interparticle friction. Geologists study this force constantly. It is why some hills collapse in rain when water reduces friction between particles. Remove it entirely, and the surface of the Earth reshapes itself within hours. Level 4, the silence. 2 hours in, something strange happens. The world goes partially quiet. Not peaceful quiet, wrong quiet. You try to speak. Your voice still works. Sound travels through air using compression waves, not friction. You can still hear explosions, crashes, things hitting each other. But music stops. Every stringed instrument on Earth goes silent. A violin produces sound because a bow, covered in rosin, rubs against a string. That rubbing is friction. Without it, the bow slides across the string and produces nothing. Guitar strings produce no vibration. Drumsticks slip off drumheads. Only wind instruments survive. Flutes, trumpets, because they use air pressure, not surface contact. Humanity loses most of its music in a single moment. Acoustics and friction are deeply connected. The phenomenon is called stick-slip. It is the rapid alternation of friction and release that makes a violin sing, a door creak, or chalk screech across a board. Without friction, that oscillation cannot exist. Sound becomes limited to impact and air.
Level 5. The structural death. 3 hours in, the buildings start falling. Not all at once, one by one. Every bolt, every screw, every nut in every structure on Earth is held in place by one thing: friction between the threads. When you tighten a screw, the threads press against each other and friction locks them in place. That is the only thing keeping them there. Without friction, every screw begins to back out on its own. Slowly at first, then faster as vibrations from collisions outside shake the walls. A bolt in a steel beam loosens. The beam shifts. The floor above tilts. The screws in that floor loosen faster now. The next floor shifts. An apartment building in Karachi, 12 floors, thousands of bolts, begins to list sideways like a ship taking on water. Then it folds. Not an explosion, not a fire, just a slow, terrible collapse as every fastener lets go simultaneously. One building, then another, then every building that was not built from solid, unmovable stone. There is nowhere left to go, no car to take you there, no road that can hold you, no building that will stay standing. You are on a planet that has forgotten how to hold itself together. Structural engineering depends entirely on friction-locked fasteners. This is why engineers calculate coefficient of friction for every joint in a building. It is also why space engineers face extreme challenges. In near-zero friction vacuum environments, standard fasteners can slowly loosen over time. Friction is not background noise in construction. It is the architecture. Final level, the reset. 72 hours in. The sliding has stopped. Not because friction came back, because everything that could move has already moved. Every loose object has found its lowest point, settled, become still. The Earth itself has reached a new equilibrium, quieter, flatter, emptier. And somewhere in the rubble, you are still. Not because you found safety, because there is nowhere left to slide to. The final lesson is this: friction is not resistance. It is not the enemy of motion. It is the force that gives motion meaning. Without resistance, there is no control. Without control, there is no civilization. Every system that humans built, transportation, construction, industry, music, even the clothes on your body, was built on the assumption that surfaces push back. The moment that pushback disappears, everything we built disappears with it. Friction is not slowing you down. It is holding your world together.
If this just blew your mind, then subscribe to Mr. You Knows
and the bell.
And tell me in the comments, what should the next what if scenario be? Because there are countless things around us that we use without ever thinking about them. Next time, we'll think about it together.